Hey, hey.
Oh, I forgot that I'm doing it. Well,
I'm like,
I know. Welcome to the Glow Crazy Podcast. We are your hosts, Grace and Jamie.
I'm Grace.
I'm Jamie, and of course, happy Selfcare Sunday. Hello, yes. We are thrilled that you're tuning in today. If you are new here, hello, welcome. It is a pleasure to meet you. If you have been with us before, here is our weekly gift to you from us. Let's see it. What is that?
It's a
No,
little
you've
friend for you.
no way you've given this before. I've never seen this before.
Well, welcome a new friend. Okay.
Oh my god.
I hope you guys like him. Let's do a little 360 here. Yep. Yep.
Oh, that twirl, hunka chunka.
That's gorgeous. So I hope that you guys enjoy. I think it might be his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy
Enjoy your time with the
birthday.
Glow Crazy listeners. Love you.
Hope you got a nice cake for that nice cake you got there.
Right? God damn.
Flirting begins.
Right off the bat.
Anyway, make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you subscribe down below to get a gift from us each and every single week. Watch the video version on YouTube or Spotify. The audio is on Apple. And of course, last thing, don't forget to grab your Glow Crazy merch if you have not already. The link is in our description below. It's on Etsy. Go ahead, shop around. We can glow extra crazy together. And yeah. So hello. Welcome to today's episode, this week's episode.
Welcome in, take a seat. And today I do actually have coffee. I do. I again haven't had it in a while, but you know what? I slept so bad last night. Let mama treat herself, you know?
Why? Why'd you sleep poorly?
I don't know. I woke up at 2 and for some reason, my uterus was just fighting a battle.
I hate that.
And I was like, I thought that you were almost out of here. I mean, I thought your trip was like over basically. So what are you fighting for? You know?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
So not to be TMI right off the bat, but that's where I was at last night.
Oh, that's so annoying. Wow. I hate being a woman.
Right? Like, God forbid I just want to get some rest.
Right. No, that can never happen, ever. I won't lie. I was a little spoiled the past few nights because my past few nights I've been off. Like Sunday night, I was off, had nothing to do. Monday night, off. Yesterday, I worked during the day, so my night off. I was like, wow, I'm spoiled.
That's gorgeous. Refreshing.
I know. It was really nice,
beautiful.
actually. I went to sleep so early every night. I was like, it feels so good.
That is just the best. The best when you get an early night in.
Yeah. But anyway, so this week's episode, we're just doing a little catch up. We're doing a skincare routine, going back to the basics, the bread and butter of just new things going on in our lives, more specifically our careers, because we're both learning new things and really exciting. So our question of the week, I like this one. I didn't even think I read this. Yeah, wait. I think it just blended in. I forgot to read the QOTW.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Okay. Have you pushed yourself out of your comfort zone recently? If so, what did you do? If not, what's stopping you? And what are you dreaming of doing?
Because you'll see as we go on. This may be your sign to do that thing.
To do that. Just do it. Do it.
Just freaking do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it.
No one's going to push you out of your comfort zone like you are. So do it.
Truly. I was doing a workout video yesterday and she was like, the only one who's stopping you is yourself. And I looked around the room that no one else was in and I was like, damn, she's right. Just me.
That's true though.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
I know. But yeah, so I don't know. Jamie, do you want to jump right into what have you started doing recently? What's new in your life?
Yeah, I did. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone recently. Guys, I started offering Manzilian services.
Okay. She said, bring your knees to your chest, bitch.
I said, go on all fours and arch.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I started offering Manzilians, guys. So if you're a man with a penis, please come in and get waxed.
Yeah, go on in. Dare I say you're the only one in your general area offering that service?
Dare you say? I double dog dare you. Yeah, guys. So I started pushing myself out of my comfort zone to do a Manzilian because one, like Grace just said, I am the only one that I know of that is doing a Manzilian in the Huntington area, which means everywhere around Huntington. I don't really know the towns around
Yeah.
still, but everywhere in that area, I am the only one. So no competition. Um, Limited availability because I'm only one person. So get your service booked and come in.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, it's still at Wax Republic. So
Book
yeah.
ahead, you guys. Summer's here, basically.
Summer's here. I mean, what if you need to go in a Speedo or go to the beach or on vacation or literally anything at all? What if you lost a bet?
What if your balls are hot?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah.
I don't know
What if you
either.
need hair off?
Yeah, what if you just like them bald?
Yeah. Yes. Literally, yes.
So that's freaking awesome. So you've been talking about this for a very long time. I feel like your interest in doing this.
hmm
What finally pushed you to be like, all right, I'm doing it?
So Nicole and I went to the that one show, that one beauty show in the city. It's like the IBS, IECSC, whatever. I can never get it right. But
IBS,
it's,
UTI.
it's one of those. And we went to, there was a course there that was a Manzilian course. And I did not even look at the courses at all that were being offered. But Nicole said, yo, will you please go to this Manzilian course with me? Like, do you want to? And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I do really want to, actually. And we did. And then while we were watching, I just kind of was like, wait, this looks really easy. But not that type of easy. It just looked doable. And I have been told so many times that in a job like this, it requires a specific type of person to just do it in general. And I was always like, yeah, I'm that type of person. But I also wanted to have something that was a specialty of mine. Like some people have their brows that are their specialty. Some people have, I don't know, other things that are their specialty. But I was just like kind of still finding my way. And I was like, wait a minute. I could do this because no one else is doing it and no one else wants to do it. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the course. I was like, this is so doable for me. This is gonna be awesome. And I told my bosses and they were like, do it. Literally do it. And I was like, okay, I will.
Hell yeah.
So I trained myself. I literally trained myself because who else is going to train me? No one
Right.
else can do it.
Yeah, that was all you. That's badass.
Right? So I
That's really
did,
cool.
I've done a few and then now we're offering it.
That's awesome.
Right,
So, are you
right.
feeling in this very moment like, yeah, I got this? Was it like, I know learning how to do Brazilians in general, I was like so scared before. And then once I did like two, I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, I am. I think also just waxing for a long time helped, but it's kind of like this area is like the final boss of waxing. Like I've done
Yeah.
everything else, and then now it's just this. So I can hold the skin, I can maneuver, I can push down, I can rip with my whole back out. I could do it all.
Yeah.
And my training models, my three models that came in were so ideal. My first one was just a light sparse hair, not a lot of hair, picked up so easily, and it was a perfect first one to do. And then my second model was a skinny dude, a normal amount of hair, had hair everywhere. Like there was not a pore that didn't have a hair follicle in it. I did everything I could, picked up easily. It was at a perfect length. I was like, this was the most ideal one ever. And then my
Yes.
third one came in was a mess. It was a
Oh,
mess. And he had the longest fucking hair ever. It was
How did you
thick.
tackle that?
You know what you First of all, I'm using soft wax. Let me just say that. I'm using soft wax. In the course he used hard, but the hard wax that we use at work, I don't trust it enough for this area because I have a feeling that it's gonna break, and if it breaks, I'm not doing that. I'm not even going to let myself get in that situation at
Mm-mm.
all. But you know when you take off a strip of wax and it breaks, or you just take off a strip of soft wax and the wax is stuck and it just is so that happened on the top and I was like,
Damn.
so all I did was trim it. I just trimmed the hair. I just cut a lot of the wax off because I was like, it's just gonna be easier. I trimmed a lot of the hair, a lot of the area, and then I kind of just did it, and then everything else picked up, and I was like, wait, it's like really easy.
See? And you're like, this is a mess. Girl, that was, you had a challenge and you overcame it like that.
Yeah, and it
That's
was
badass.
nice because I told my bosses, I was like, at first, give me 45 minutes. Just put 45 minutes, block it in the book. But I almost just knocked my entire cup of coffee all over my lap. Whoa.
Girl.
But every Manzilian, my two models were done in 30 minutes, and then my first one was done in 20. And I was like, all right,
Damn.
I think I'm okay at this now. I think I'm pretty good at this.
That is so cool. That's really
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, when you were going into it versus now, like, how have your fears shifted at all in terms of whether it's guys being fucking effing disgusting or like just working with that body part in general?
I think working with that body part in general will just feel more natural over time, to be quite honest, because it's still kind of funny. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't have
Yeah.
this, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have too many fears, right? I mean, the biggest fear of all is a man. Let's be real.
Yeah.
It's frightening. There's at first going to be another person in the building while I perform these services, so I'm not alone doing it.
Mm.
Lisa is enforcing a policy where estheticians, us, are allowed to walk out of the room and end the service. But like we were allowed to do that anyway, but now it's written down. If you confirm an appointment, now it's like, okay, your 24-hour cancellation policy, blah, blah, blah. Your esthetician is allowed to leave the room if they're feeling uncomfortable in the service. And then the next, so
That's
those
good.
are like, it's preventative, but again, the biggest fear of them all is a man.
Yeah.
So,
See, that's my thing. Like, one, men, but two, like, in my space, I'm alone. You know, like, I
mhm.
just can't. And there are no, actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say all that. Like,
Were you about to say there are no windows?
there are no windows, no doors, no. We're in the process of getting cameras.
mm, mm, mm,
I don't want to say there are none, but we're getting them.
mm-hmm,
These people
mm-hmm.
are so scary.
Yeah, yeah,
Did I
yeah.
tell you about the guy, the elf guy?
No, definitely
Can
not.
I
What?
quick tell this
Yes.
story? It's super quick.
Quick, take your time.
So I'm working at the boutique, right? And we have mannequins outside and we're right on the side of this really busy road. And so when a
Mm-hmm.
big semi passes, sometimes like it knocks over the mannequins. We're working on getting like something to hold them down.
That's
But
funny.
a mannequin fell over, so I went outside to pick it up. And as I'm walking in, I kind of hold my foot out to like catch the door behind me before it hits me. And it doesn't like hit my foot. And I turn around. There's like the scariest man I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, oh. He's like, I'm sorry. No, I was like, I'm sorry. You're really scary. I didn't say that, obviously.
Oh my
But
god.
like just scary. He looked like he was in a mechanic's uniform that wasn't his. Like it was just like sketchy. And then
Yes, Party City uniform.
right, okay. He's like, hey, like, do you guys carry elf products? And I was like, we don't. And I was like, at this point I start to loosen up. I'm like, oh, like he's shopping for the wife or for someone in his life, you know. like, we don't, but are you looking for something specific? Maybe we have something that can help you. He goes, nah, I was just over at a Target, and when there's a box on the ground, you're allowed to take it. So I got months ago, I got this big old box filled with unopened elf products, and I was wondering if you guys wanted to buy them. And I said, I'm not the owner, so I can't really make these decisions, you know? He's like, oh, well, shoot, why don't you come on out and look at my car and we'll look at these boxes together?
No.
No. No, and not to judge a book by its cover at all. It's a man, terrifying, sorry. I can say that. But it was like every single part of the situation was sketchy, down to the fact that, like, the car he's had for his whole life, I think. And this was an old man. Like, it was just like, not like, how are you, as a man, if you're not being sketchy, how are you not seeing this situation right now, from my point of view? I'm a young lady.
How are you not, like, looking at this and being like, maybe this is weird for me to say and ask?
Right. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'll take down your number. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. That's my clientele.
Yeah, see, and me, personally, at this point in my career, I'd rather wax the bear.
I got it.
You're strong. I give you so much credit for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate
Cheers
it.
to you. Cheers to you, shawty.
Let's go.
I'm, like, scared about my coffee before I left. I'm thinking about the tea incident.
What's in your cup?
It's really light today. I have a few more questions for you. I'm, like, interviewing you right now. I love it.
Please. We've never interviewed each other.
I know. It's kind of fun. I like it.
You next.
So, any myths about Manzilians that you've kind of realized, oh, this is not real, since you've started kind of doing them?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Well, I don't know about myths, but, well, I don't know about debunking any myths, because I don't know any myths to begin with, but I will say they can deal with it. So they can absolutely deal with it. I've done 3 that have dealt with it. So
were they
tolerant?
Were they, like, being wusses about it? Or were they like, we're good?
No, honestly, not really, but I will say, all 3 of them said that the balls hurt the most. And it's kind of, okay, I get, this is not really a myth, but you can stretch that skin to the ceiling.
Really?
And then that shit stretches. It's like damn stretchy string cheese. Like, it could just, like, stretch. And and it's better if you stretch it, because you have to. But even while stretching it, it's still gonna hurt them. So not that this is so much of a myth, but, like, for us, the labia strips, how we have to kind of coach and talk our clients through it, it's like that, but the balls for men. And then everywhere else is actually a flat surface. So
okay,
the sides are flat, the top is flat, underneath is completely flat, which actually is the easiest part.
Well, I've done the like up to the balls before. I did that, and I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
It's easy. It's actually really easy. It's once I realized that it was flat, I was like, oh wait, the only hard part about this is the actual ball area. I don't know male anatomy.
Yeah, the balls. Those big balls.
I was maneuvering the skin, and I asked all my models, is this okay? Does this feel good? Tell me what I could do differently. And I was trying to move to get the skin up, and my one friend was like, okay, when you roll up the shaft, that hurts. Don't do that. And I looked at him and I was like, what? Where?
Wait, when you roll? What does that even mean?
Because I was trying to pull the skin, but my hand, so, like, body, hand, I was, like, kind of going like that so I could see the skin. And I guess my hand just was rolling up because I had to put a lot of pressure down. And he was like, yeah, don't roll up the shaft. And I was like, I don't know it. was like, can you just point?
Shaft.
Point to what I'm doing wrong.
My wang, okay?
And then when I was silent, he goes, "You don't know what the shaft is." I was like, "Nah,
You're like,
I do."
right. The
I was
shaft,
like,
obviously.
Yeah, duh. I have one of those. Yeah, I know what that is.
We got shafts at home. The shaft at home. Anyways.
The shaft at home.
Now, here's another question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it vary because lip strips are lip strips.
Mm-hmm.
Testicle strips. Now, do you do like 4, like one for each, like top, bottom, side? How many strips?
How many strips? It's pretty similar.
Okay.
Actually. So it's, bikini line. So it's side, and then you can do the top if you want, which top doesn't like those 3 are really similar. But then for you lift up the ball area, and then it's really only like 2 inner strips because
Oh,
you have to
wow.
go. Yeah, it's so easy when you have to go where the hair is growing. Oh my God, I have to sneeze. Ah.
Oh, bless you.
Thanks. So you have to go in the direction where the hair is growing, and it really is only growing up on the on the inner. Yeah, I have. I'm thinking back to Sunday where I did a few. You have to go up, and then you just punch down, and then there's probably not going to be any hair left because it's just like the area is just easy. And
Okay.
then for the balls, you just go in every single direction you possibly can. It's yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
with soft wax, it really picks it up like that, I'm assuming.
It does. Honestly, for soft wax, for me personally, I find it a lot easier to rip the wax off because the muslin cloth gives you so much advantage. And you don't have to pick the skin to get the hard wax off. You don't have to hurt them by picking it off with the hair. You could just put a thin layer on, you put a gigantic cloth on, you pull that skin and you yank it. Like you yank it. I
Yank
have
that
yanked it
bitch.
so hard. Yank that bitch. I've yanked it so hard where I like slapped myself in the shoulder with the muslin. Like I yank it.
That's what's up. That's what you gotta do.
You have to.
Follow
You
through.
have to.
Or
Yeah.
else it's
You cannot
disaster.
hesitate. It will be chaos.
Yeah. Damn, you're
Yep.
such a baddie.
Ah. Yep.
Yup. Now,
Yeah.
so any tips for waxers stepping into the world of the Manzilian? And then also,
Mm.
any tips for men thinking about stepping into the world of waxing their wieners?
Men, do it. You just do it. Absolutely do it. I have no advice for you other than get on the bed because one, you're going to probably really enjoy the result. It's bald. It's bald, bald, bald. You're gonna really, really like it. So do it. I swear it's obviously going to hurt, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. Don't drink coffee and take a Benadryl. I don't care what you do. Just get waxed. For my waxers, honestly, don't be so intimidated by the area. It's not that bad. Men are men, okay? And they're gonna get hard because it's exposed and you're touching it. It's inevitable. It will absolutely happen. It has not happened to me yet. I just knocked on wood.
Hey. Knock on wood for you.
But thanks. But don't be so intimidated. And it's definitely something to not do really early in your career. Like if someone told me to do this 2 years ago, I'd be like, ah, I don't know. But now that I'm really comfortable really, really maneuvering and touching any part of the body, holding down any skin, it's not that bad. And also, I don't know, it helps that you're desensitized and it helps that you can, it's just the hair that's the job, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, my tips for both, just do it. Absolutely dive right in and do it. You're
Yeah.
not gonna do it any other way.
You can
And
handle
yeah,
it.
you can,
I
you
wish
can handle it.
I wish Corey would just let me give it a shot. But he cannot, like I say all the time, he cannot handle a freaking brow wax. And I
That's
know it's so
crazy.
like, just freaking do it. But I know that if we got started, he would not let me finish the wax. Like, it would be, I would have to really bribe him. I don't know. But I would one day, I just want to try it. I
You
just want to
have to. Oh
try.
my God. Yes, totally. Do you have anybody else in your life that would let you do it on them?
I can't think of another man around these parts. Well, I get calls
No
all the
way.
time. Actually, the other day I was in the car with Corey and we were on our way to go out to dinner. And I was like, "Hi, thank you for calling GoandGlowWax. How can I help you?" And the guy was like, "Hey, like, just wondering how much is your back wax?" And I'm like, 65. He's like, "Okay." "And you're Brazilian?" Like, you could tell that he was like trying to like warm me up by like not bringing it up right off the bat. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, I am very like, stay away. But he had some, like, even as Corey, there was something, and you're Brazilian. Like, it was just kind of like weird, And I was like, unfortunately, like, I can send you to this place in Savannah or this place, but unfortunately, I don't offer those.
Damn.
But if I did have somebody who actually, you know what? Here's this. If I had a client who I have this one who he comes in for brown nose, full back, and like we talk about his son, and like we're like really like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling like, oh God, there's a man coming in. Like, I need to tell Corey
Mm-hmm.
that, like, I'm, if he was like, I've been really thinking about the Brazilian, maybe,
He would do it.
maybe,
He would do it.
yeah,
He would
mm-hmm.
do it. He would so do it. Snatch
Like
him the
next
second
time,
you
I'm
get
like,
an
hey,
opportunity. Yup. Hey, you wanna butterfly your legs?
maybe that'll be like my protocol. Like, it has to be an existing client that I'm comfortable
That's
with.
fair.
Is that
That's
wrong? Is
fair.
that unethical?
No, it's your business suite. You can do whatever you want. You make your own rules.
Hell
You make
yeah.
your own policies. If
Yes.
if you want
Yes.
that, you do that.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go.
I never thought I'd be so hyped for a Manzilian.
That you're not even doing.
Yeah, I know. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. That's so fair. Oh, all right. So now your turn. What new services have you been up to? What the heck? What's hiding up your sleeve?
What's going on? I thought that I'd only stick to waxing, but you guys, I've made the switch to, well, not the switch. I've started adding
Which?
dermaplaning on my
Yeah.
menu.
Let's go. Everybody's gonna start walking around with glowy skin. This is the
Mm-hmm.
glow in Go and Glow.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I like that. Ooh. I'm gonna have to use that for a reel and credit you.
Please, please. So
Yeah.
why are you now adding dermaplaning? What happened?
I honestly just had so many people asking about it. And eventually I was like, okay, fine. And I wanted to try it on myself. I have had dermaplaning blades in my shopping cart on Universal Companies for like forever, and I just never pulled the
Did
trig.
it. Mm-hmm.
I just never did it. But my coworker Holly ended up being like, if you order the stuff, I'll be your first customer. And I was like, okay.
That's promising.
All right, fine. All right, I'll do it. She's like, I'll do it all the time. I'm like, okay. Um, and then, yeah, I just thought, you know what? It kind of goes hand in hand with just hair removal in general. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, because I've said in the past, I'm really, as of now in my career, I'm really not trying to add in facials, like full on hour long facials.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'll specialize in hair removal in general. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it
Yeah.
still is kind of a niche of itself, but it's also expanding into another group of clientele that I could get.
Yeah. Yeah, it
You know?
is. It's for the people that have vellus hair that they want removed and they don't want to wax it because waxing your face hurts sometimes and causes reactions. So your clients are gonna love dermaplaning.
Yes, and that's how I feel. Like I truly don't wax my own face.
Yeah,
My
no.
skin is so reactive to things like that. The trauma, she's like, don't don't do this.
Yeah, same. My face too.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I had gotten dermaplaning like a few months back, and my skin was pretty happy with it. So I was like, you know what? We'll practice a few times on myself. We have our little our models come in to help, and they were all so kind
That's
and made me
awesome.
feel confident. I'm like, hell yeah.
What's your procedure for dermaplaning?
I just double cleanse, oil, dermaplane. I'm a oil
That makes
dermaplaning
sense.
girl.
That makes sense. That is all you need to do is cleanse, oil, and start dermaplaning.
Yeah. And when I got my dermaplaning done, she did it dry, but something about
Mm-hmm.
not having a glide kind of
Mm.
stresses me out.
Also, you can hear it. Like you can hear the
Yeah.
crunch when it's dry. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
uh-uh.
wasn't upset at all. It really didn't bother me,
Mm-mm.
whatever, but she did nick my chin a little bit. And that's the hardest part to do is the chin. But I was like, I think I'm going to stick to an oil.
Yeah, yeah, it's better
Yeah.
for everybody involved. Absolutely.
Truly. Oh, and
Uh,
then I finish off with a hydrating mask. You gotta.
not,
You
oh,
gotta.
nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Hits a spot.
nice. That's so soothing. All right, so do
Numb.
you like it so far? Are you comfortable doing it? Are you used to doing it now?
Yeah,
Or
I feel comfortable. My only problem is, girl, I need some more towels.
what
Because,
do you
like,
mean?
I have I have my towel warmer,
Yeah.
and I don't use a hot towel after. I do like cool it down.
Yeah.
Um, but I had the situation where my towel warmer, I think I have to like clear it out with like vinegar. I was reading somewhere because it was kind of like I took a towel out and I put it right back in. I was like, okay, we're gonna have to use cotton rounds because it was giving mildew. And now I'm like,
Moldy?
yeah, it was kind of, and is this bad to like say on the pod? I'm being transparent. Like I'm not going to use it on a
No.
client if something's
Be
wrong,
real.
obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this was definitely a learning curve for me where I was like, damn, what's going on?
Yeah.
Um and I think like I don't have a system down for facials, and I know this wasn't really what you'd expect me to say, but like I don't have like I have like one set of sheets to put on my table, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like because I always use wax paper for
Yeah.
waxing,
Yeah.
so I feel like I need just a little bit more like to make it more spa like facially vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really something I.
You put the bed sheet on for dermaplaning?
Yeah, is that weird?
No. It's a
I think
relaxing
I.
service.
Yeah, because I was like, like to have a mask on and feel like hear the crinkling is like, you
Bed
know,
paper, like wax paper. Yeah. Exactly. No, you're
yeah,
doing it right. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, my room isn't really set up for that sort of a vibe, and I didn't really take that into consideration. Like, I didn't even really think about that until I had two people, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to have a system here.
Yeah. Gonna have to fancy it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of, something that I'm going to try to improve as days, weeks go on. And yeah, other than that, the one thing that I also didn't realize was how much adjusting you have to do with your own body.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You have to.
Like
Yeah.
stand up, like hook
Mm-hmm.
around, move their face, move yours, go around. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it? It's way more involved than you
It
thought.
is.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. And I'm like, I'm focused and I am taking my time. Because the last thing I want to do, and I know it's common and these things happen, like you nick someone, what, like
Yeah.
a little,
It
it's okay.
happens. It happens.
But I'm like, I'm trying everything to not have that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. How do
So,
you get this area, or what part of dermaplaning do you find the most difficult?
honestly, like this general area, like around the lips and the upper lip, um, that's probably the most tricky. But I've been doing pretty well. It's just, I'm like, just like I do this with the Brazilian too, where I'm like going to the side and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like trying to make sure absolutely everything is gone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just trying to absolutely perfect it. But I feel like I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm feeling
yeah.
confident. My favorite part is right here. That
Ah,
sideburn. Oh,
isn't that so orgasmic? Like, it
oh
is
my God.
so nice when all that does can. Oh my God.
Oh
I
Lord,
know.
I love that.
I know. I know. I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I love
Oh
it.
my God. How were you surprised by anything when you started? Were you like, whoa?
Um, Honestly, I was probably the most surprised probably about that whole positioning thing and like how much you really have to move around, stand up, sit down. But other than that, I wasn't really like caught off guard by anything with the what's it called? With the protocol? Yeah, the protocol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Are there any dermaplaning myths that you discovered, debunked?
Well, I think that this is one that we all as beauty professionals kind of knew, but the whole myth about like the hair grows back thicker,
Oh yeah, that's true.
which
Mm-hmm.
like we've probably mentioned this a billion times on this podcast in regards to waxing, but your hair is not coming back thicker when you because we are shaving the area, you know, it's a deep exfoliation treatment and we are cutting the hair, not pulling it out by the root, but you're creating a blunt edge. Like your hair goes from this to this, if that makes sense. So
Made sense to me.
yeah, it may feel a little bit more thick coming in, but that's not, it's like an illusion. It's not thick, it's just not the original end to the hair, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Windy.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And also breaking out afterwards, you just have to take care of your skin properly. Of course, with anything new, you can have purging or something, some sort of new reaction, but as long as you exfoliate as that hair is coming back in and you keep your skin hydrated, you're good to go, girl. You
Mm-hmm.
are good.
Yep. I was just gonna ask for people that do get a dermaplane, what's your aftercare for them, if
Definitely.
any?
I recommend that we bring it up on every single episode, but the Dermalogica powder. It's just
Mm-hmm.
so good, and I feel like it's really gentle. Not that you can see it working, because you really can't. But it feels like you're doing something, as opposed to like an HA serum or something like that. It does. It's am I really doing anything with that? You're like, okay, it's sudsing up,
Mm-hmm.
something's happening. So I
Yep.
always recommend that after 2 days. If your skin is feeling a little bit like, for me, I get a little bit blotchy. The mask really helps afterwards. But once my skin is feeling normal skin, I'm like, okay, it's time
Mm-hmm.
to exfoliate. Let's get into
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Hydrate, girl. SP freaking F. These people are afraid of it. I swear these people are afraid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, dude, yeah,
You
don't,
need SPF after a dermaplane.
yeah, like really
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, your skin is so fresh and raw after a treatment like that, you know? So you got to protect it.
Yep. For anyone who has not gotten a dermaplane but has thought about it, what do you say to them?
Girl,
What's your advice? Tips?
if you don't already go to a spa or your local esthetician and you're feeling nervous about getting dermaplaning, look at their portfolio, look at their social media. If you're still on the fence, give them a call, walk in, say, hey, I'm thinking about this, but I'm having some nerves. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do I need to, not what do I, well, yeah, obviously ask what you need to
Yeah.
know if we didn't answer those questions for you. But I think that would definitely ease your nerves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt. It's so satisfying. It feels
Yeah.
good. At the end of the day, it is a really relaxing treatment to get. Um, you'll be so happy you did it. You're gonna be freaking glowing. If you wear
Yep.
makeup, it's gonna go on like a freaking dream.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Yep.
beautiful.
Any skincare product that's applied after your dermaplane is going to sink and penetrate into your pores. You guys have no idea. It's like a freaking regimen cocktail. It is amazing. Your skin drinks it. It's so beautiful.
Seriously, it is
Love
so satisfying. Love
Man,
eating it right up.
I have this one client, every time I dermaplane her, I'm like, you are so perfect. And she leaves looking even more perfect than she did when she walks in. And I'm like, you are so stunning. It's so not fair.
I love, like, that's actually the woman who I posted a reel of, like, a before and after of dermaplaning. Her skin was like freaking silk. I was like, this is so lovely. So nice. And then so like she already obviously had beautiful skin. And then afterwards I'm like, damn. Like, you're freaking hot. You're glowing,
it gets
girl.
more beautiful than that.
Truly. Like, damn. How's that possible?
Screw that.
For real.
Well, wow. Any last notes about dermaplaning that you want to share with the class?
Honestly, no. If you're an esthetician, no.
No, you're done. Sorry.
On to the next. No, if you're an esthetician thinking about doing it and you're nervous about adding something onto your menu, again, just do it. Just like we were talking about before with the Manzilians. If you're thinking about it, it's not like you're thinking about doing drugs. Like, you're thinking about something that could possibly help you. And if you hate it, then you hate it.
Yeah.
Then you take it off the menu.
Take it off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But always try it. There's always people looking for a dermaplane. Even if you don't think so, there are people looking for a dermaplane. So.
Oh, yeah.
Get that. Totally. Get that extra revenue.
Get it. So that was sort of that. All right, done there. Now that was us talking about that.
No, but real.
Yeah, those are the new services we're offering, and we're super excited about it. And you know, we're honestly proud of ourselves, and so happy that we stepped out of this little bubble that we were so comfortable in, which was just waxing, female bikini waxing and full body waxing. You know, stepping out of that a little bit and trying something new is something to be proud of, and something that's really cool.
This is kind of why we made our podcast, though, so we can kind of just track our journey, share it with anybody who is also on this journey with us. If you guys are starting a new service, please comment down below. We are so excited to hear your journey.
Yes, I want to hear everything. And that's whenever we have a moment in the pod where we kind of circle back and be like, it pulls at my heartstrings a little bit. Like,
right. Passion project, but extra passion.
Seriously. I'm like, this is literally why we did this. And like, look at us growing. I love to reflect and be like, damn, remember
back in September when?
Do you remember the 25th night of September? Anyways.
Anyway, stay out of your comfort zone. Jump right out of it and don't go back in. That place is boring. And continue your education as always, as we do as beauty professionals. Closing thoughts before our ending?
Just want to say, you can still stay in your niche, but expand within that niche. If you think outside of the box, you know, it's not going to be a jack of all trades, master of none situation. You know what the heck you're doing. You know what you're doing and what your clients need and want. Trust in yourself. You're a professional. Let's go.
Self-confidence. You are a professional. Yes. Okay, I love this. Please rate this episode 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening to this on. Check out our other videos on the screen, social media in the description below. Match us with some comfy merch on Etsy. It's getting warmer out by the day. Thank God. Oh my God. Finally, it's been like 100 months, but
you poor thing.
I know. Like, what the heck? It's been winter up until last week. Like, what the heck?
That's terrible.
Anyway, we're going to come out with some fun merch, perhaps. So stay tuned for our announcements. Check on Etsy. And, of course, everybody, do something that makes you happy today. Drink your water. Wear your SPF. Get a Dermaplane. Get a Manzilian. And glow crazy, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Whoa.